Football is the national sport of Sweden. Football is something you can't avoid in a Swedish society. There is no way of getting away from it. You play it when you're young, talk about it with your friends, or watch the games with your family. Football is just a part of being a Swede. It's almost as ingrained in Swedish culture as drinking. Drinking is as well a big part of being a Swede. Every midsummer, Easter and Christmas, so every big holiday, you take several shots of hard liquor with your dinner. It might seem bizarre that you, a second year in college, are taking shots with your grandma Ingrid, but that is just the Swedish way. But in Scandinavia there is another country with an even bigger drinking culture, Denmark. We Swedes make jokes about Denmark. These jokes stem from a long rivalry between Denmark and Sweden. All the wars and the countless Swedes and Danes that died on the battlefield.
So proud, so cocksure, prance in a boot with your bloody fable, with an unhappy bloody end. Oh, they're going to have to glue you back together in hell!
These rivalries between Sweden and Denmark has gone mostly faded away in recent times, but there is still a place where Swedes and Danes can in some capacity take each other to war. The football arena. In there, the Swedish and Danish players fight both for their lives, to win, and for their home country. With their fans right behind them to fight the other team's fans and players, with songs and jokes made to make fun of the other team. According to Swedes, Danes are the drunk of Scandinavia. For the most part, it's just jokes. But you know what they say about jokes? There is some truth in them. The date is 2nd of June 2007. We're in Copenhagen, Denmark. More specifically, in a football arena called The Park. The park is made to hold up to 38,000 people, and today it's packed to the brim. Both Swedes and Danes are there supporting their team in the European Master Games. The crowd is ecstatic. Both countries need to win this match to qualify. They know that one team is gonna go away from this match proud and victorious, and the other team will walk away shameful and defeated. In moments like these, emotion tends to spill out. Not only for the players, but also for the fans. And I can't really blame them. Winning this is being one big step closer to the ultimate victory. The players know the importance of this match, but the fans know it just as well. They know how they're gonna feel if their team loses. In stressful times, the real you steps forward. The real you is mostly your own morals and beliefs, but it's also what you're used to. And in the case of this Danish supporter, he was used to drinking. And for the time being, unknown Danish man started drinking to ease the nerves, just to enjoy his time. But when you're drinking, you tend to also show your true self. Being intoxicated takes away the barrier of the person drinking, and you can show your honest self. You can show your honest feelings, how much you love them. And today, one fan acting out his love for his team would go down in history as one of the biggest fuck-ups ever. The match begins. Sweden starts strong by Johan Elmander scoring 1-0. Peter Hansson scores 2-0 with a free kick from 34 meters from the goal. It's an incredible goal, especially as it is Peter Hansson's debut match playing for the Swedish national team. Johan Elmander scores his second goal and puts Sweden at 3-0. The Swedes are crushing their opponents. The Danes are not able to make any passes, and the Swedes have total control over the ball. Denmark starts making a comeback in the 34th minute. Daniel Agel scores and it's now 3-1. It's halftime, and in the qualifying match for European Master, the score is 3-1 to Sweden. If you are a Danish supporter, you must be feeling horrible and stressed. When it comes to stressful times, you get to see who you really are. And I guess in the case of one Danish supporter, he showed his true self with some more drinks. Halftime ends and the game resumes. Legendary Swedish commentator Lasse Granqvist makes the comment of, "This will become one of the most classical matches between Denmark and Sweden." And funny enough, how right he was. The Danish player Johan Dahl reduces the score to 3-2. The Danes are picking up their game. Now the tables have turned and the Danes look confident and strong on the field, and the Swedes are getting crushed. With 50 minutes left to play, Leon Andreasen jumps in and ties the score 3-3. The Danes have now a real shot of winning this. Now the pressure falls on the Swedes to finish this one out. Let's jump forward to the last 3 minutes of the game. Sweden is attacking, trying to find a way through the Danish defense. The Swedes are passing the ball around, desperately trying to find an angle to get the ball into the goal. The time says 87 minutes and 38 seconds. Off screen to the right, in the middle of the penalty box, in the 87 minutes, the player Christian Poulsen temper has grown at Marcus Rosenberg for playing too rough. Christian Poulsen had enough and sucker punches Rosenberg square in the stomach. Rosenberg falls down to the ground and the main judge, Herbert Fandel from Germany, stops the game for an evaluation. After talking to the assistant judge, Herbert walks towards the field with his hand in his back pocket, and he pulls up a red card, and you can hear the crowd roar, the Swedes shouting in excitement because they now have a good chance to score the last goal and win. This is a blessing from the heavens for the Swedish team, who looked shaky in their gameplay compared to the more confident Danish team. The Danes yell because they felt attacked by the judge. They shout in anger towards the judge, and in their opinion, a faulty call. The players feel attacked and now act out their anger. And as I said earlier, the players and the fans' feelings are very much in sync. The players can't fight back because they would just get more penalties, but that's not the case for the fans. And in the arena of 38,000 people, one Danish fan decides to charge into the field to fight for his country.
King stands alone. Not alone. Go hit him! For the king!
At least that's how it happened in his mind, but unfortunately, you can't really trust your mind when you had a lot to drink. So what happened for real? Well, the fan, outraged by the call, rushed in on the field and started to attack the judge. The Danish players had to protect the judge from the drunken fan. Another fan later ran down the field and scored a goal for Denmark. So I guess technically the Danes won 4-3. The supporter who attacked the judge was also apprehended by security. You have to remember, this happened live, in front of 38,000 people in the arena and in front of millions watching from their screens at home. After attack from Danish fan, the judge decided to call off the match and later gave Sweden the victory of 3-0. The Swedes went to EM and the Danes lost. Funny enough, a Swedish comedian called Johan Glans made a really fun and true remark about this situation.
Han hade druckit 15 till 20 öl. Eller som det heter i Danmark, lunch. Och lite kokobäng i huvudet. Och han kom inte ihåg den här händelsen själv. Kan ni fatta att vakna den morgonen? Ja, fotboll igår. Jag blev rätt full där, men jag tyckte jag klarade mig rätt bra undan ändå. Det gjorde jag. Undrar om matchen slutade. Var jag ute på planen? Var jag det?
So, what was the aftermath? Both the Swedish and Danish newspapers started to make stories about this man, and they put him on the front page. He overnight became the most hated man in Denmark and, at the same time, the most beloved man in Sweden. The man was taken to court and a Danish supporter got 30 days in jail and 40 days of community service. He was also sued by the Danish Football Association for $1 million. He rejected this and demanded a lower amount, which the both parties settled for around $140,000. The supporter also came out and made a public apology to his country where he said he deeply regret his actions. So, whenever you feel really bad for something you did while drunk, just remember the Danish supporter, and I hope you can feel at least a little bit better. That's it for this time. Bye!